Hello, everybody. It's Pastor Mark Tiede from St. John's Lutheran Church. I'm here in my office in South Minneapolis, and I'm here to present to you Faith in the Real World podcast, kind of 2.0. Matthew Tiede and I sit down together, and unlike the previous format of it, I'm not being blindsided with the question unprepared. This time we came with prepared topics, and we even brought in a couple of special guest speakers because they truly were the pros on our topics. So the topics in the coming 9 episodes of our podcast are the chosen. Is it good or not good? And how can we, as followers of Jesus today, use it as people of the book? How can that be a supplemental piece for us? The Great Reset, the church. What does it mean to be the church post-COVID? The church and humor. Is it appropriate to laugh ever during worship? There's never a spot in the scriptures where Jesus laughs. Can we laugh? Sometimes we take our faith too seriously? The open church, how the ELCA has embraced the LGBTQ plus community. And we have a guest pastor, Pastor Brenda Freusland of the Bethel Lutheran Church in South Minneapolis. The church and toxic Christianity, what does that look like? And how do we respond with a faith-filled way to bring back our sisters and brothers in Christ who are supporting and espousing a gospel that is not really the gospel at all? And so how do we respond to that in faithful ways, but still hold together as church? The digital church, guest pastor and phenomenal online person, Pastor Natalia Turfa is with us, and we're talking about what does it mean to create an online community. And then the last 3 are the church decline. Everybody can see there are people that do not go to church anymore, and it's been a number of years, so that I've experienced people that come in and they're trying to get back connected. They're a blank slate. They don't know any of the biblical stories. They don't know really who Jesus is. They think they've got some semblance of an idea, but the church has declined, and it's declined far enough that we got to start over. What does that look like? And then even with the sale of the Luther Seminary's campus, what does that mean? Where the Luther Seminary will be campus free. We discussed that. Doubt, faith, certainty. How does that all work? Are any of those the right responses? Are they the best responses? What happens there with doubt and faith and then certainty? How does that all work? And then finally, we wrap up with the global church. And we bring in a special guest, the pastor Dan Ruth. He's the executive director of Lutheran Partners Global Ministry here based in Minneapolis here. And he talks to us about the bigger view, a global view of this movement of Christianity that is worldwide. What does it look like in Tiruvannamalai in southeast India, or in the Central African Republic, or Tanzania, or Guatemala? And Dan's seen it all. And so these are our episodes. We had a marvelous time putting them all together. Matthew did a great job of splicing them together. And I hope you tune in and click and like and subscribe and give us feedback, good or bad or ugly. It's all helpful for us as we continue to move forward with these things. It is an expansion of the ministry here at St. John's. And I just hope you enjoy it, and we'd love to hear from you if you have any ideas and topics. Thanks for tuning in.